Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, g'day everybody. Please come in, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on the Gin Blossoms, and through this song, Follow You Down, with the lyrics, everywhere you go, I'll follow you down. I'll follow you down, but not that far. So that was all about two people putting into a relationship, because if one does and the other doesn't, it doesn't really work. So trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1982 in Burnley, UK, when this band Chumbawamba got formed. Now you'd be thinking, now what was that song again? Well, it was a massive song, this one, so we'll get onto that one in a minute. Alan Whaley, Dan Novacan, Midge, Tommy, Lou Watts, and later Alice Nutter. And it was around the early 1980s period. The Cold War was really happening. The world was a bit of a scary place, actually, truth be known. And anarchy was very much the way things were. The argument being, well, non-anarchy is not working either. So, what can we do to try and shake things up and get people to listen? And so Chumbawamba was really well and truly part of the anarchy scene a little bit. And they weren't scared to make a few enemies along the way, and well and truly enforced and reinforced the resistance movement that was happening at the time. In the mid-1980s, these guys started their own label, as you'd expect, Ag Prop label. And they went from sort of more rock to more techno music and the rave culture. But it was in 1997 that these guys moved to EMI Records, and it was from that moment on that everything changed for these guys. Just remember that between 1982 and 1997, 15 years had gone by. And it was out in 1997 that song Tubthumping came out. Now you might be thinking, what's that song again? Well, you think of this line, I get down, but I get up again. I get down, and there's drinking in the verses and all this sort of stuff. It's just one of these really fresh sounds that really took the world by storm when it came out. It came off the album Tub Thumper. Now, this particular song sold 880,000 copies in the UK, so very significant for these guys. And what can we say? It was pretty well these guys' only big hit, really. The inspiration for this song very much came from observing the resilience in pubs. People just get together, they do life together, and they try and work out how they can do the next day. And particularly a guy who would do it quite often, and he would sing Danny Boy to bring back some sentiment of the previous life. That's why we get in the verses Danny Boy a few times. It goes to this pretty heavy stuff into sort of a bit more lighter reflective stuff, but there's whiskey drinks and all the rest of the drinks that go on at the same time, because alcohol is just one of these things that can sometimes help us to get through. Well, it doesn't really, but it's just one of those things that you tend to do. And if you're doing it together, there can be some real camaraderie, that is for sure. So I think what this song did is it really captured the nuance and the feel of the UK at that particular time. And, this concept of resilience, and that is, how do we keep going? How do we keep doing what we're doing? How do we keep moving forward? Really good question, that one. It's normally more than just, finding the next pay rise or finding the next person or finding the next whatever. It's something actually within you that wells up. Because one of the lines is, I get down, I get knocked down, and I get up again. Well, how do you get up again? Well, it's not going to be through somebody holding your hand necessarily, even though that one might help. It's going to be something that wells in you and says, I get down, I get knocked down, but I get up again. We get up again because we want to see what the next day is going to bring, because you never know, it might be this day where life actually completely changes. So we've got to keep our strength and our resilience up. In fact, there's another argument to say that resilience, it takes a lot of effort to actually keep your resilience going, like to keep yourself up. Another concept of durability, and that is, resilience is all very good, but to have a durable lifestyle is even better. And to be able to equip yourself with the tools you need to be able to keep going, not treading water so much, but really freestyling as if it's just a natural thing. So If you are in the down a little bit right now, may this song encourage you a little bit about, you know, if you get knocked down, get up again. Sometimes we need a song as full blown as this one to actually help us to do that. And this is why Tubthumping was such a popular song, is because it did that. So as I've been doing of late, the clips are all in the description below. We've got the official clip and a live version of this one. And I love the t-shirt in the live, one hit wonder. I mean, these guys knew exactly what was going on here. And as it turns out, around that time, this group was very disparate and directionless, and this song actually changed all that, because it was a resilience of the people and the resilience of this band. Because you know what? These guys actually kept going to 2012. That's a 30-year career. And so, you know, these guys did actually get knocked down and get up a few times. So to hang around for 30 years is pretty amazing. Of course, if you did go to see a Chumbawamba concert, this is the song you wanted to hear. And so, you know, they just went to hear this song really. And so, absolutely. So, but this song changed everything, and good on EMI Records for actually signing these guys just in time for this song to come out. I've also got the Amnesia, another song of those. This is an official clip again from Tubthumping from 1997. And what comes around goes around. And there's a great sound to this one. This song's almost a little bit better than Tubthumping in a lot of ways. I suppose it just goes to show that there was more to these guys than just shouting and screaming and yelling. There was actually some really talented musicians in this band. If you go back to the live version of Tubthumping, just listen to the harmonies at the start. They're pretty amazing. And when the two guys get up there and do their I get knocked down and I get up again, you know, it's just a really compelling thing. And you know, these guys actually have earned a place in rock history because this song was just so good. Amnesia is another one that's pretty good as well. So we've got the official clip on that one. Between 1986 and 2010, 14 studio albums, 2 live albums, 4 compilation albums, 6 music videos, 2 EPs and 23 singles. These guys won 2 BMI Pop Awards, 1 Hungarian Music Award and 1 Tokyo Hot 100. That is from Japan. So these guys had a bit of an appeal in the UK, Europe. I know they certainly had their presence felt was certainly in Australia as well, and certainly a little bit in the US as well. So these guys really did have a massive hit with Tubthumping, and they'll go down in rock history for that reason. Good on you guys, and well done for 30 years of career. What can we say? That is a long time to be together, and to do what you guys have done, and to really lift the world with your song in 1997. So, I trust this has been encouragement. If you're feeling a bit low at the moment, may this song actually encourage you to bring up your resilience, and as we talked about, durability as we move forward. We don't ever pretend life doesn't happen, by the way. We learn to walk forward with things. We've got to learn that from the mistakes we've made, because, you know, might as well turn the mistake into an asset, into something that we can learn from. Why wouldn't you turn a mistake into something you can learn from? It becomes something positive then, which is a really good thing. And so the links to those 1, 2, 3 songs are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from the Gin Blossoms, so if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, if this is your first time, the Life Reflections Through Music, sincerely warm welcome to everyone. It's so good to see you all coming back or here for the first time. And yeah, I trust it was encouraging for you. Well, next time, in fact, in the next 2 videos, we're going to have a look at this TV show Glee. And particularly something that happened in the real world with that particular music, that particular show as well. So I thought we'd better give that a bit of a go as well. So that's where we're headed next time. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.